All right, this is Dr. Jeff live from Rythmia in Costa Rica. Do my Facebook Live every Monday at this time. When is the time to come to Rythmia is the topic of this discussion. So basically, I love this because, people ask me, like, when should I come down there? Like, what's the best time? Well, you know what? It's when you're ready to change. It's when you're ready to take some personal responsibility for what's going on in your life and make a shift. Life is really challenging for a lot of us, and we're trying to get focused and be happy. And so there's really never a better time than right now to get down here. If you're struggling with anxiety and depression and trauma, you have addiction, you have relationship issues, you have problems in your job, you have a lack of life focus, there's all kinds of things going on. Now is the time to get down here. So if you take 1 week out of your life and come to Rythmia, it's going to make a huge change. So before I get into the topic, I want to remind you guys about this contest we're doing. Shit the Moon Said. You get the book. This is by Jerry, right, our CEO. You do hashtag Shit the Moon Said. Post it on your Instagram, your social media. We're picking a winner to come down here every week until April 1st. So basically, I looked at my calendar. We got 3 weeks left, okay? So get this book. Post it on your social media with hashtag Shit the Moon Said. We're going to give away a free trip. We know not everybody can afford to come down here, so this is the way we want to help get people here, through like a scholarship basically sort of thing, and contest winners. We're always going to have stuff like this, to help people come who really need this. So many people need this work. It's such an important job that's happening here. There's so much clearing going on. So, people are always looking for, something that is external from themselves to make a change. And that's the way a lot of us were taught. And that's how kind of society is set up in a lot of parts of the world. Like, if I need to make a change, if something's not wrong with me, it must be because somebody else is screwing me, or it must be because my government sucks and there's nothing I can do about it. I'm just oppressed. And of course, there's oppressive environments absolutely across the globe in every country. But, if I'm unhappy with my life and I am not content with what's going on for me, the only person that can really make a change in that dynamic is myself. And I need to do what it takes, and I need to do the work that it takes to get to a space in my life where I can be happy and I can be clear and I can have the things that I want and deserve and are working for in my life. If I sit back and just wait for things to change around me, I could be waiting my whole life. We know people that are doing that. We've done it ourselves. I've done that myself too. No change occurs that's significant if I how to make a change. I really have to go out on a limb and make decisions for myself that can improve my situation. So what I love about Rythmia is that we're creating this space down here for you guys in Costa Rica where you can do that work. You're taking a leap of faith. You're watching the testimonials. You're watching these Facebook Lives. I really like on the weekends when I check everybody in and they're telling me that they've seen all my Facebook Live posts. I'm just like, wow, that's cool. Like, I love that because it helps people get prepared. It helps them get in the right mind frame where how they can get the most out of their week. So what I'm hoping for is, for people that haven't been to Rythmia, is that, there's some sacrifice you have to make in your life in order to make change. Sacrifices in all these different ways, right? And one of those ways is doing this hard work that is Rythmia. Believe me, I wish that this was like super fun and totally peaceful and rainbows and butterflies and all that kind of stuff, right? It gets to that point, it's sometime during the week, but it's not like that at first. It's not like that for the first several nights. There's a lot of work going on here. There's a lot of change. The great news, okay, so everybody that's listening to this, the great news is that it is done in a very safe, totally appropriate manner. So you're able to do the deep work. You're able to go to the places you need to go to kind of figure out what's going on. So some common things that I hear when people get home, aside from like being totally happy and getting connected to themselves and successful stuff happening, Some other things that I hear happening to people when they get home is they feel like a little out of sorts and they're a little confused. Well, yeah, you've just resolved 20, 30, 40 years of emotional pain. You're not used to this new way of being clear and being free and being connected. So I always suggest to those people, reach out to those that you know, reach out to us at Rythmia, connect with the people you were here during the week. Because for those of you that I'm watching the text here, right, the chats, I see a lot of you guys that have been here. It's like, how's it going? So great to hear from you. You guys all bonded with the people you were here with, so that's like such a cool thing, because those are like-minded souls that are aware of like what's going on with this connection theme that we have at Rythmia. So to answer the topic of this Facebook Live, when is the time to come to Rythmia? It's right now. It's right now. And if you can't make it right now, just get it on your calendar. Make it happen. Make it happen. Enroll in these contests. If you don't have them funds, text us, email us, look, watch our Facebook stuff. There's going to be lots of contests always happening. There's always going to be this component, because we want everybody that wants to come here to be able to come here at some point, somehow. So tonight, we have the first ceremony of the week. It's Monday night, and we have about 70 guests here, and 95% of them, this is their first time doing plant medicine. And as usual, as you guys remember, if you've been here, they're all very nervous, right? They're all very nervous. So I'm just so excited every time I have a first night here with these guests, because I know that the change that's going to occur is going to be amazing. So don't miss out on this opportunity to get clear for yourself and get connected to who you are and be plugged into yourself. The perfect time to come to Rythmia, don't worry about the weather. The weather is like really not significant. We're the northwestern segment of Costa Rica and Guanacaste province, which is near the border of Nicaragua. And it's kind of like, it doesn't change a whole lot here. The rainy season isn't that rainy. The dry season is pretty dry, but so what? It's always warm here. The weather's pretty consistent. So don't worry about the weather. Like, when should you come to Costa Rica? If you're going south of here, if you're halfway down the country or the south part, yeah, the rainy season is pretty hardcore. But up here, it's not like that. It's always decent weather. I've been here for 4 years. Okay, I know what the weather's like. And I'm telling you, coming from LA, which I had beautiful weather my whole life, this weather is very similar, just a couple degrees hotter. Okay, so don't worry about the weather. Just get down here, get off the meds you're on. Talk to your doctor on how to do that. Get off the meds you're on, taper, and you guys know how that goes. There's a strategy to that. If you have a drug and alcohol issue, you got to be sober. You can't be high taking this medicine on drugs and alcohol, right? You have to be clear. And talk to our intake staff, because they're going to give you some information about health concerns and things that we're looking for, right, to get you appropriately cleared so you can participate in what we're doing here. So the time to come to Rythmia is now. Believe me, there's no better opportunity than right now for this. Every week I see it. Saturday and Sunday guests are leaving and new guests are coming. The new guests are nervous as hell. The old guests they're leaving, they are so stoked. They're so happy. And there's a great mix between the two groups during those Saturday, Sundays. And everybody gets pumped up. Everybody gets super happy about like what's going to happen for them, the possibilities that are going to occur this week. So, I just get frustrated, with the way that, society tells us that we're victims and that, there's people oppressing us and there's systems that are holding us down. And, believe me, I know that that's true in certain arenas, but I don't really care about that. There's lots of systems holding me down in my life. I chose not to allow it. You can always work harder, study harder, do what you need to do to get out of the rut you're in. Be focused. Don't get involved in drugs and alcohol. Don't have negative-minded friends. Stay positive. If you have a family that's a bit rough, which we all did, right? We all do. Try to stay positive there. You got to do the work for you. It's going to get you out of the rut you're in. Let Rythmia help you do that. Just get down here so we can help focus our energy on you and get you to do the work that you need to do for yourself. Don't be a victim. There's a lot of that going around these days. You know, we're victims of this, we're victims of that. Yeah, you are if you let yourself be. You are. If you let yourself be a victim, you're absolutely a victim. I refuse to be a victim. I will not allow it. It will not occur. And the reason why is because I make the choices that I need to make to be successful and connected in my life. And those are all unique to me. They're not the same for you. And everybody has a different life and a different personality and a different sort of way of going about that. But what I can truly, truly tell you from working with almost 3,000 clients that have come through the Rythmia doors over the last couple of years here, this strategy works. It will help you get to where you need to be in your life. It will help you plug into who you really are as a person. And when you're plugged into yourself and you have true connection to you, that means you can have empathy for other people. And when you have empathy for other people, that means you can feel how they feel. And why would you ever want to hurt somebody that you can feel how they feel? You would never want to. You would only want to help that person feel connected also, and feel loved, and feel accepted, and feel validated. So that's how the world changes. I always say this. It's my mantra. I say this all the time to people. I did a podcast last week, and the guy asked me, I said, what's your thing about, you know, how this should go for the world and for life, and what's your main goal? I said, plug into yourself as a person, which allows you to have empathy for other people. And when you have empathy for other people, you don't want to harm, hurt, or have anything go wrong with them because you're feeling what they feel. And that's how the world changes. So come to Rythmia and help us change the world. We're making no mistakes about it. We are doing our part as best we can to change the world. And we need you here to help us do it. And this world-changing vibe is simple. It's about love. It's about respect. It's about human connection. It's about success as a group and as a family and as things moving forward in life that are really positive and productive for the global community. That's what we're doing here. That's what we're doing here. One soul at a time. That's right, Rachel. One soul at a time. Rachel, shout out to Florida. Okay, so thanks for watching, you guys. I appreciate you guys checking this out. You know, just be sure to, you know, spread this to your friends and family. Let them know that, like, there's some legit stuff going on down here. There's some legit medical stuff. There's some legit shamanic work. There's legit healthcare stuff. There's legit psychological stuff. There's life coaching going on. There's plant medicine. There's healthy food. There's everything you need to relax and plug into who you are as a person. Everything's here. Just come on down and check this out. You'll be amazed. I promise. Thanks, you guys, for watching. Pura vida from Costa Rica. Dr. Jeff. See you next week.